Hello guys, today we are going to see together how to load and unload this beautiful Minolta XG-M. So the first thing you will want to do is to put batteries inside of your camera, make sure that it's fresh batteries, that the camera is working, and to turn it on, because we'll need to be able to shoot with the camera to be able to load the film. So once this is done, you will turn your camera, you will take this one up, and you will pull it up. That should allow you to open the door. You put your camera flat, you will take your film, and on your film, you will look for the ISO. In this case, that's a 400 ISO. I will put the number later on in the camera, so remember this one. You'll take this one up, you'll put your film right here, and you will put it back down to be able to lock it. Now it's locked in place. You will take this one, and the game here will be to lock it inside of your camera. So you will put it inside of the little tip that is right here, and you will lock it in position. So you will slide it inside. Now it is. So the thing that I will do now is to shoot the camera to be able to make it completely flat with 1 or 2 turns. So as I said before, your camera needs to be on to do this. So you will crank it, you shoot, you crank it, and you will shoot a second time. As you can see, it's now sitting flat. There is some pressure, but not much. But we are good to go. That's where we want to be. So I will close back the camera. And the first thing that we want to do is to set the ISO. We saw before that the ISO of this film was 400, so we'll push this we'll put this one up, and when we are up, we are able to turn it. So we are going to turn it to 400, exactly here, and we are set with the ISO, which is all good right now in this camera. The next thing we'll want to do is that we want to make sure that we'll be at 1, because it will mean that our camera is ready. So we will do it one more time. We'll shoot. We'll do it one more time, and we will shoot. As you can see, we now reach the 1, which means that our camera is ready to shoot. A very good indicator when you have loaded your film is that from the 4th to 5th shot, approximately, this one should start turning when you are cranking the camera. Look at it. You saw this movement? It means that it's mechanically turning inside and is correctly loaded. When you did like 5 shots, if it doesn't start to turn, it means that you didn't load the film correctly inside. That's a very important thing, because that means that you will end up with a blank roll because it's not exposing anything, your film is not advancing. So if it happens to you, do not panic, keep shooting for now, because it may just be that at the beginning of the canister inside of your film there was some space, so it's not tight, so it's going out until it's tight and then it starts turning. But if you see that from like the shot number 8, it's still not turning, it's quite sure that it's not correctly loading, so do 2-3 times shots more. And if it doesn't turn, you will need to open it again to make sure that everything is correctly inside. So that's the first thing. Our camera is ready. It's set with the ISO. The film is correctly loaded. The next mission is now to basically shoot, obviously. So you'll keep going, We'll shoot whatever we want. As you can see, it's turning every time. And I will keep shooting until I reach the end of my film. When I reach the end of my film, there is 2 ways to know. You have the number of exposure in your film, which is usually 24 or 36, so you'll be able to see it here, but you will also feel it. You will not be able to load it anymore. But make sure that your camera is on, because if it's off, you can't, because it's off. But if it's on and you can't load it anymore, it means that you reach the end of your film. Do not force it when you reach the end of your film, because if you force it, you will break your film. That's done. You will not be able to do anything. If you break the film, you will not be able to reload the inside of the canister. Your film is completely dead, and you will need to buy a new one and start over. So, we are now done. We say that we finished our film. How do I get back my film to bring it back to the lab? The first thing that you will want to do is to push this button. So you push it until it stays down. It will make your wheel able to turn freely, so you will be able to load it back in the canister. You'll put this one up. As you can see, there is a little arrow showing you a sense, so you will start turning it. When you will turn it, you will see that you feel some mechanical pressure. That's your film that is going back inside of the canister. So you keep turning. There can be a lot of turns, actually, until you feel a kind of mechanical resistance, which will be like when the teeth will be like at the end, and it's just holding, and the last shot will make it disattach from you. So I just felt it now. You may have heard a little crack. It means that it disattached. When you reach this point for you will want to do 2-3 times more turn for the simple reason that you want your film to go completely inside of the canister, so you will be able to bring it back safely to the lab. On my case, this is a dummy roll that I reuse, so I don't want it to go back completely inside because I want to be able to reuse it to test other cameras. When you're done with this one and your film is completely inside, you will take this, you will go up, and you will open your door. As you can see, we are back to where we were at the beginning because on my side I didn't do the 2-3 times turns more, but on your side there should be nothing here because you did 2-3 times turn more, so it should be completely back inside. You pull it up, you take your film, and your film is ready to go to the lab to be developed and printed. You close your camera, and here you are. You're done. You can just go back to the beginning of the video and load your next film to be able to shoot your next roll. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy the camera and enjoy shooting.